Welcome back to Destination Pro Wrestling. In this video, we now have some confirmation. A WWE champion right now, currently holding the belt, has come out and, basically he said he turned down AEW and chose WWE. We're also going to talk about a WWE superstar getting a massive push on the Raw brand. This is potentially being done to keep him away from AEW when his contract expires. And then also Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes, their new show, Rhodes to the Top, reportedly unscripted and unstaged. Do I believe it? What do I think of the show? Lots of things in this video, so as always, don't forget to click that subscribe button, ring the bell, yada, yada, yada. Just support the channel, my friends. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, so Kevin Owens. Yeah, we're talking about Kevin Owens because, as you guys know, his contract is reportedly set to expire January 2022. Now, of course, Kevin Owens has come out. He's made a lot of teases about joining AEW. He's been, he's having fun on Twitter. And, of course, this got people talking. Well, of course, it must have caught the attention of WWE because WWE recently just aired a big-time production vignette for Kevin Owens coming to the Raw brand next week on the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. Now, it's being rumored that WWE actually has big plans for Kevin Owens. They are big fans of Kevin Owens, and getting him away from Happy Corbin and, that whole storyline on SmackDown was a very big plan for WWE to get Kevin Owens in a serious role. Now, there are actually rumors that Kevin Owens will go to Raw as one of the bigger heels, maybe one or number two heels on the brand, alongside Bobby Lashley. And there's rumors that Finn Balor is also going to get a massive push as the babyface. Both of these guys were given vignettes for WWE Raw. Now, I actually like this. I think WWE knows that Kevin Owens is great, but Kevin Owens is not great as a babyface. Okay? I think Kevin Owens excels as a heel. He's always done a great job in WWE as a heel. His storylines are always better when he's a heel. And I think as a babyface, WWE just simply does not know how to book him. So the news of WWE actually looking to push Kevin Owens is fantastic, but I don't want to see WWE screw this up, okay? The season premiere of Raw is coming. You have an opportunity to press the reset button. Instead of doing the same matches over and over and over again with DQ finishes over and over and over again, you have the opportunity to make Kevin Owens a very big deal, especially with Big E and Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. The Raw brand has a lot more of dominant wrestlers that can compete for the World Championship than SmackDown does. So there is no reason why SmackDown's championship picture for the Universal Belt should be taking priority over this. Right now, WWE is building Roman Reigns on SmackDown. There is a lack of challengers on there. WWE Raw, on the other hand, has tons of credible talent. All they have to do is push them. So when I read this news, I was really happy about it, and I do look forward to seeing what happens. All right, guys, in the second story of the day, Cody Rhodes has officially confirmed that he had asked the producers of Rhodes to the Top to not stage anything. He wants the show to be unscripted. He wants the show to be organic and authentic. And that's exactly what I was hoping would come out, because if you don't watch Rhodes to the Top, it's, look, we have Miz and Mrs. We have Total Bellas, Total Divas, that type of thing, right? This is another one of those shows. But instead of the focus really being on Cody and Brandi, I've noticed that there's been a lot of emphasis on the behind the scenes of AEW. Okay? When the curtain is pulled back, you see these guys, how they get upset with certain segments. You see a whole bunch of people interacting. In fact, you may have missed it. Evil Uno has showed his face. I'm guessing that was by accident, but they revealed his face. And that's the thing right now with AEW. Rhodes to the Top doesn't get a lot of viewers, but this is a great way to hopefully bring in a different type of fan base. And I think what you're witnessing right now on this show is unscripted, and I think it is unstaged. But also, this show doesn't have as much of the drama that maybe Total Bellas had, or maybe, Miz and Mrs. Total Divas, that type of thing. Because there's a little bit of drama between Cody's sister and Brandi, but, when you really watch the show, it's really like behind the scenes for AEW Dynamite. And I think that's a great thing. I really do think it's a great thing. It was very interesting to see Tony Khan and everybody upset about the weigh-in segment with Cody and Anthony Ogogo. Just a lot of things of that nature. I thought it was really, really clever. And I think this show could be a major success for years to come if they continue to do things like this. The problem is, typically with shows like this, the drama sells. So I'm hoping AEW and Cody and Brandy could kind of stray away from that, but really just focus on the great content that we're getting right now. So let me know what you guys think about that. Also, guys, for our final story. All right, Carmelo Hayes. If you don't know who he is, well, he's the new North American champion on NXT 2.0. And he pretty much came out and revealed that WWE was the place he wanted to be. In fact, he was in talks with the number 2 company, the top 2 companies, right? And he was in talks and he chose not to go there. He chose to go with WWE, and he feels like that was his that was his best decision that he could make. But there's something else I want to add to this about Carmelo Hayes, because some of you might not watch NXT 2.0. Carmelo Hayes pretty much came out and said that he's not heavily scripted in WWE. He's been calling his shots in WWE as well. They had plans to put him on 205 Live. He begged them not to do it. They didn't do it. They had plans to bring him at a different time into WWE, and he basically told them, like, look, like, if you don't do it now, like, this may not work. Like, I might not be able to come. And that was because obviously there was, AEW being in the picture. So this is really good stuff. Carmelo Hayes is somebody I think is getting over completely with the WWE universe. A lot of fans on social media, even the AEW fans who watch this guy, enjoy this guy's work. And yes, I do think he could have actually been successful in AEW too. I mean, right now what we're seeing with him on NXT is really, really good, especially when this guy, we didn't see Carmelo Hayes in PWG or GCW, and that was where a lot of WWE's talent was coming from. So, that is just something to consider. This guy is coming in, he's learning, he's getting better, but he did turn down AEW. He was like, the fact that he's even, come out with something like this is great, because it just goes to show you that not everybody is against the WWE vision. Now, of course, there is a counter argument to that. He's outspoken. He's very blunt. He wants creative freedom. He doesn't want to be scripted. He doesn't want to have the chains tacked onto him. He's calling his shots. That is somebody, from at least the outside perspective, that is somebody that tells me, hey, if WWE burns this guy, if there's AEW interest or Impact or ROH or New Japan at some point in his career, yeah, I don't see him staying with WWE either. But time will tell. Let me know what you guys think of all of the news in today's video. As always, make sure you guys click that subscribe button, ring that bell, and I'll see you next time right here on DPW.